A very warm welcome to the press conference of Badminton Europe Confederation. Thanks for your attendance. Welcome to our today's speakers. From left to the right, Bendy Holst Andersen, Managing Director of Yonex Denmark, Shuichi Yoneyama, Managing Director of Yonex International, Poul-Erik Høyer, President at Badminton Europe Confederation, Brian Eherbach, General Secretary, Badminton Europe Confederation. Welcome. Badminton Europe and Yonex have been partners for 8 years, and today a new contract will be signed for another 4 years. But before signing the official documents, I would like to ask Poul-Erik Høyer for a statement on the partnership between Badminton Europe and Yonex.
Of course, it's a very important day. We have had Yonex as partners 8 years in the past, and we would very much like to achieve 4 more years. Not like the President of the United States, but like a partnership between Yonex and Badminton Europe. And we've been negotiating through a period of, well, almost a year, and I think it has been very fruitful. And I'm very happy to say that we today can sign a contract which really can lift not only our effort to do better in the sport, but it can also lift areas where we have a strategic focus. We have now engaged a school project where we really feel that we have kind of negotiated a contract where we can see the partnership be able to help a lot of countries, not only by school sets, but also lifting Badminton Europe's engagement in this area. And also in this aspect, I should say that Badminton World Federation is a partner of this, because it's a mutual interest that our school children is able to play badminton, and thereby we can recruit more good young players. Of course, in Europe we have a situation where Asia maybe is a bit stronger, and I think that is one of the key areas that we would very much like to have potential good players coming up from Europe, so that we can compete with the Asians. That is one of our efforts, and I do believe that by the signing of this contract we are able to lift that product up to a higher standard. So I'm very much looking forward towards the next 4 years, and in the partnership be able to help each other with the fruitful results for the future.
I would like to ask Mr. Shuichi Yoneyama for his statement.
So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming to this press conference. So, first of all, I'd like to give my sincere appreciation to Mr. Poul-Erik Høyer, President of Badminton Europe Confederation, and to all people to prepare this press conference. Thank you. So, it's our great pleasure to keep supporting Badminton Europe for next 4 years as an official equipment sponsor, like last 8 years. So through the collaboration with Badminton Europe, we have contributed badminton development in Europe. We have fully supported Badminton Europe events so that European badminton players can do their best performance at the tournament. So from next year, so we will work together with Badminton Europe for his badminton school project to have more badminton players in Europe. So Yonex has over 6 years history in the sporting industry field. As one of the world's leading sport equipment manufacturers, we do of course have responsibility to the sports and its participants worldwide. So this responsibility is outlined in Yonex mission statement to contribute to the development of the world's social culture through the sport, and to surprise and delight our customers. to achieve this goal, we must continue to dedicate our creativity and resource to meet the demand of all customers, and even during this difficult economic situation. So taking this opportunity, Yonex will make further effort to provide our best product and service to European customers and to contribute to badminton development in Europe based on our mission statement together with Badminton Europe. Yeah, thank you.
Now the official documents will be signed.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions concerning the partnership between Yonex and Badminton Europe?
I'd just like to ask Poul-Erik, the school project you're talking about, is that all across Europe or is it in specific countries?
Of course, we would like to spread it out to all 51 member associations, but we will have to take it step by step. So we will have some focus areas where we are starting and then slowly developing.
And what countries for the beginning?
Well, it's to be too specific right now, but we have been having a strategy plan, and we will fulfill that target that we are putting down.
But the school project, is that, of course, it's getting more people to play badminton, but how?
Well, we realized that in many areas of Europe there's a lot of facilities in the school for sports, and we also realized that it's a good possibility to fill out a whole hour of sports where one class is able to do badminton, all of them in one. And in that aspect we were considering to go full force into this area, because we believe that badminton is a very good school school sports, school activity. And I mean, if you compare to tennis, let's take that as an example, it's very difficult to fill out a full school class on one tennis court, which is equal 3 badminton courts. So that whole idea is why we are deciding that this is what we're going to go for, because we do believe that we can develop our sport through the school as well.
All right.
Have you approached school managements across Europe?
We have been now having test areas. I think Brian maybe can enlighten a bit more on the first moves, and it seems to be quite positive, the feedback coming to us in both areas of coach education and the school program.
If I could say a little bit to that, we have had a pilot project running in Malta. It's a small country, it's easy to oversee, where we went directly to the Ministry of Education, and together with the Federation we managed to get badminton into the schools. We also cooperated with the university so that the PE teachers are already educated in badminton when they leave the university. That was like a project where we could, encompass all the aspects actually of bringing badminton into the schools. Since then we have sent out to member associations a call for proposals if they would like to be engaged with the school project. We have received a very positive response from close to 20 member associations, and we are in the process of finding out which which countries to support in the first instant. And we have, when signing this contract, we have already purchased the first 1,000 school sets from Yonex, which is 16,000 rackets, and we want to spread them out as soon as possible, starting early next year.
So essentially, the school project would mean that you supply the equipment. Would it mean anything else after that, apart from giving equipment?
I think if I can answer that as well, it's very much focused around education of PE teachers, and the way that it's basically done is that we can, as a confederation, or BWF as a world body, cannot go down to educating the individual PE teachers. So the system is basically that we educate on a tutor level, on a higher level in the country. So in a specific country, we might educate 10 tutors. Those tutors are then able to go to the individual cities and have courses for the PE teachers. And we provide lesson plans, video clips, and so on. So it's very easy accessible for the PE teachers. They just need to attend 8 hours of education, and then they actually have a full set of tools to bring badminton into the school.
How unique is that for Europe compared with Asia?
Well, it's not really unique. It will be the same effort that will happen in Asia. They will try to do the same, and they have positive results also for their first moves. So we will actually join forces in that aspect. What we can see is, of course, that we have definitely a high interest, and I also do believe that in the future we will see that, this move actually make badminton maybe one step ahead of the other sports, which is very important, because we are in a continuous competition against other sports, and if we do well here, we can have the first move into the ministry, and we see actually that it is taking very positive everything that we are coming with.
Thank you. Badminton Europe has been located in Brøndby, House of Sports, Idrættens since 2003, but as the current lease contract expires at the end of 2012, BEC had to look for alternatives in terms of office space. And I would like to give the word to Poul-Erik Høyer to explain the office situation to you.
We have been, of course, very happy and fortunate that we could have an office in the House of Sports for all these years. However, we now look into the facility, which right now is 45-50 square meters or kvadratmeters. And we realized that in order to develop our office, that space was not big enough. We are really looking into our limits right now, and therefore we decided to look at alternative facilities, both in the House of Sports and also outside, but in the Copenhagen area, because we are actually quite pleased that we can be situated in a central place where it's easy connected with countries around Europe, and we consider Copenhagen as one of these megapoles that actually gives that facility. And in that aspect, we actually have been looking into property for rent. So we will move not far from the House of Sport, but we will move to another facility. It was not really possible for us to find a suitable lease facility in the House of Sport, so therefore the situation is that we have been looking for a place, and we have found that. So within kind of few months we will be able to now move into that facility. So next time you are around Copenhagen area, I would very much like to invite you to the new facility. It will be in place, I would reckon, in January.
Do you have any questions concerning the new office property of Badminton Europe? Okay. Okay, thank you. The last item for today's press conference is Poul-Erik Høyer has been president of Badminton Europe Confederation since 2010, and the new annual delegates meeting will take place in April 2013 with elections. And I would like to ask Poul-Erik Høyer about his future plans at Badminton Europe.
Of course, there's been a few speculations, both internationally in Badminton World Federation, also what are the outline of the council going into 2013 and beyond. I have made the decision that I will, if the members would vote and they are happy with me, I would like to continue as President of Badminton Europe. So I'm on election next time, so I'm standing up for a next period if the members would like to have me. So that closes any speculations, I think, upon what the future will bring to me.
Or if you're going for another term, what kind of plans or ideas you have to bring Euro badminton to another?
We have been followed now. We have been working on a strategic plan, and that I would very much like to see be in place. So I feel that 3 years is really not enough if you want to fulfill your targets. We've been working on the strategic level, and I would very much like to see the product coming out of our strategic efforts. So now when the school project, the coach education program is underway, I would also like to see the development on our skillful youngsters. So I still feel that I very much would like to be part of Badminton Europe and watch that to be taken in place. And I do believe that we have a chance to do it. It will be very tough, but I already now see a positive feedback coming from certain areas. So I do believe that we can lift ourselves up to a higher standard, and I would very much be part of that.
Any more questions concerning Poul-Erik Høyer? Then thank you.
I just want to, before we close down, I just want to say thank you to Yonex for being here. Thank you for being positive and looking positively forward for a good partnership. I really appreciate that. So I'm very happy that we can sign a contract with Yonex today. Thank you.
Thank you for your attendance, and thank you our speakers panel. The panel will be available for individual interviews now. So if you have some individual questions, please feel free to grab one of the speakers. Thank you.